Introducing first, from the harsh Australian outback, it's Genesis!
Welcome everyone to WOW. Of course, David and myself welcoming you just a few moments ago, I should say, David, talking about the great matches that we have on today's broadcast, David.
We've got that main event coming up. Santana Garrett, as you mentioned, in there against the alliances. Reina Del Rey, Adriana Gambino has finally done it. She has secured a match that she wanted. She wanted that main event match against Santana Garrett to place Reina Del Rey into the hunt for the World Championship of WOW. And you also mentioned, Nigel, we're going to hear from the four-time tag team champions, the Miami Sweet Heat, tonight.
The former four-time world tag team champions, that is.
And her opponent, from the beautiful land down under, Princess Aussie!
Now these two competitors, Genesis, she is from Australia also.
That's right, David, and this is the third encounter between these two WOW superheroes.
No love lost between these two. Each of them have a victory. If you want to call it like boxing terms, I suppose they claim it's the rubber match.
We will see how it all works out. Of course, the last victory between these two was picked up by Princess Aussie. So Genesis has her work cut out for her as she takes on the former WOW World's Champion, Princess Aussie. But we were talking about great tag team action, David. Tonight, Animal Instinct in action, taking on Chantilly Chella and Roxxy Fierce, and also a battle of two rookie WOW superheroes as Xena Phoenix, the Albanian grappler, going to be taking on the brash big mouth from the Bronx, vicious Veronica VaRoom. All that is coming up, David, on today's broadcast of WOW, but we are kicking things off with this main event caliber matchup. Yes, you heard me right. This is the first matchup on today's broadcast.
That's right, Nigel, and these two are sizing each other up as the crowd is yelling for Aussie.
Official in charge of this contest, referee Max Padilla, and Genesis kicking things off first with that side headlock. Genesis, who as of late has felt like she has not been given the opportunities that she deserves for the WOW World Championship, and she has not let you, David, or any of our fans forget that.
I know it, but I disagree with her. I think she's had plenty of opportunities. She's a tremendous competitor. There's zero doubt about it. But she just has not won enough. And each time she's had that crack at the greatness of a championship title match, or just to get in there, something has just overcome her. But it's just inches away from her having the greatness that she wants. But she's not there yet. So I don't agree with Genesis' claims.
Genesis, though, violently throwing Princess Aussie to the purple canvas and just kicking away now. Genesis off the ropes with the leg drop right across the arms and the chest of Aussie, who kicks out, powers out of that pin attempt. And David, of course, we're talking about that WOW World Championship. What a main event we had last week here on WOW as the Classmaster retained the WOW World title. Can you believe it?
With the help of Samantha Smart. That's the key note.
But Samantha Smart was the one who was able to get the key out of referee Jeff McGowan's pocket, unlock herself, and help the Classmaster retain. We thought we had a foolproof situation with both Abilene and Samantha Smart handcuffed. But unfortunately, at least for Paola, that was not the case now, as Genesis sends Princess Aussie Irish whip into the corner and charges, nailing that back kick, David.
Nice kick into the midsection, and now taking the right boot up into the chin, cutting off some oxygen possibly of Aussie's by Genesis. Referee telling him to get off, step back.
And we've seen this aggressive streak in Genesis now as Princess Aussie answers back with the back elbow, moves out of the way, tries to buy herself a little time. Nice kick to the midsection, and Princess Aussie trying to capitalize on this momentum. Genesis can sense it and sends down Aussie now with a sling blade of sorts, goes for the cover, good enough for two. Of course, recently, my goodness, as Genesis tearing away at Princess Aussie. We saw Genesis not too long ago pick up a win over Scout Parker. And each and every match, she has gotten more and more aggressive. Now Genesis off the ropes, but misses.
She was spinning off of there, Nigel. If she didn't attempt the spin to get the velocity, it may have worked, but it did not.
The corkscrew leg drop just not paying off for Genesis, but it leaves an opening for Princess Aussie. Oh my, what a knee to the side of the head. And Princess Aussie with the belly to back suplex connects. Princess Aussie now hooking the leg, trying to use all of her weight for leverage. And Princess Aussie still not able to put away Genesis. Princess Aussie now ducks the kick, and Genesis does the same. But Genesis with the X hit right underneath the jaw of Princess Aussie.
Oh, did you see that right off the ropes, that spinning kick?
The spinning heel kick connects. The referee making the count now as Aussie once again continues to show her tenacity, her heart, a trademark, if you will, of Princess Aussie.
Right now, Genesis frustrated, if you will, but going after Aussie in the middle of the squared circle, bridging back.
This is the X choke, David, and we have seen Genesis torture her opponents with it time and time again. Princess Aussie is no stranger to it, as we mentioned, has faced Genesis before now. As Princess Aussie counters out and flips and puts Genesis in the X choke. Genesis now getting a taste of her own medicine, David.
She's in trouble, and I wouldn't have thought so, but Aussie was able to reverse. But look at this, Genesis able to reverse.
Genesis, the master of the hold now, is Princess Aussie using that second turnbuckle.
That was smart of Aussie, very smart of Aussie.
Just 1 second away was Princess Aussie from walking away with the pinfall victory against this opening contest here on WOW. Oh, wait a second!
Jeez,
David,
Louise!
what a dragon suplex from Princess Aussie right on the back of the neck of Genesis, who kicks out, is able to grab that bottom rope, showing great ring presence, David, is Genesis.
No doubt, and I thought she was going to put the right foot, but she was able to get the right wrist up and grab the rope, breaking the count just in time.
Princess Aussie, you know, has to be disappointed going for the double underhook there. Maybe looking for the angel suplex.
Genesis got the space she needed to do the bicycle kick. Aussie in the corner. She awaited Genesis, rushing her though, and put up the right knee, clocking that left shoulder of Genesis.
Princess Aussie going for the suplex, but wait a second, the inside cradle from Princess Aussie. Genesis now, she's got her feet on the rope, but the referee didn't see it, and Genesis steals a victory from Princess Aussie.
Your winner is Genesis!
A stolen victory by Genesis.
Introducing first, from Salem, Massachusetts, and the Collins Kennel Club, respectively, Katarina Jinx and Goldie Collins. Together, they are Animal Instinct.
The cat and the dog lover.
Animal Instinct, Katarina Jinx, and Goldie Collins, welcome back, David. And if you missed our first matchup, you might have to go to the WOW Superheroes on YouTube, or hopefully you DVR'd this episode. What a matchup we had between Genesis and Princess Aussie. Of course, Genesis stealing a victory, no surprise there. And we heard from Princess Aussie, David, as the team of Animal Instinct makes their way out for this tag team matchup. And of course, David, we were talking in that matchup about WoW World's Championship opportunities. These two, Animal Instinct, looking to make a statement out here tonight, David. They've traded wins and losses with the Island Girls lately, and they're looking for another win tonight.
And their opponents from Indio, California, home of the Coachella Festival and the DMV, respectively, Chantilly Chella and Roxxy Fierce.
And they are all on their feet here, David, as Chantilly Chella and Roxxy Fierce make their way to the ring, and they have lit up the WoW Arena. What a great night of action we still have to come, David. Still two more big matches after this one, David.
There they are, Chantilly Chella and Roxxy Fierce. And the fans are loving it, Nigel.
Well, you know, after Roxxy Fierce's sister Foxy got taken out of action, we saw the team of Chantilly Chella and Roxxy Fierce start. And then, of course, they have been in trios action alongside Holiday as of late. But tonight, it's tag team competition against two of WoW's most unique superheroes, and that of Goldie Collins, the blue ribbon winning, by the way, Goldie Collins.
You got that
and
right.
Katarina Jinx.
We're ready to go, baby. We're waiting for the competitors to step outside the ropes, one on each side. And Julio says, hit it, baby.
We're kicking things off now with Goldie Collins in for the team of Animal Instinct, Roxxy Fierce in for her team as these two ladies, these two superheroes, lock it up. And Goldie Collins already trying to take the power to Roxxy Fierce. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the best idea, David. Now, what a waist-lock takeover by Roxxy Fierce.
Oh, look at that bridge up by Roxy. And now she's got Goldie. Goldie is worried. Goldie knows that if Roxy bridges her back correctly, that's it. 1, 2. She couldn't hold it. She couldn't hold it, Nigel.
Not quite enough in the early goings of this matchup as Roxxy Fierce putting Goldie Collins in the corner of Chantilly Chella and Fierce. Now Chella with the splash, and Roxxy Fierce follows up with the stinger splash of her own, David. That's that raw, unfiltered power.
Chantilly and Roxy, Will Greaves tag team, because they tag in, tag out, and they're gonna be cutting off the ring right here.
Roxxy Fierce just sitting down right on the back now twice in a row of Goldie Collins. And of course the team of Fierce and Chella haven't had as much experience as Animal Instinct teaming together. But tonight, it looks like they are taking Animal Instinct to their limit, David, at least so far in this matchup.
Well, Chantilly just made a mistake. She looked up to the big crowd and started clapping and applauding. And that gave Goldie Collins the opportunity to move closer to Katarina Jinx and get in there and make the tag.
Chantilly Chella in with that uppercut. Chantilly charged up and once again going for that turnbuckle. Katarina Jinx, though, catches that arm drag from Chella.
Look at
Chella,
that drop kick, baby, that got up over those shoulders. That's the way you deliver a drop kick. Chantilly Chella.
Oh, but you gotta watch out for Goldie Collins, who inserted herself into this matchup.
Well, inserted her leg is what I'd say, Nigel, right to the midsection of Chantilly.
And whatever the case is, it has slowed down that momentum that Chantilly Chella had going for her now as the tag in to Goldie Collins from Katarina Jinx. Goldie Collins, let's not take anything away from her, David. A very powerful competitor herself now with a big body slam to Chantilly Chella. Going for a cover, Chantilly Chella kicking out right at one, David.
She's an award-winning professional wrestler, but not award-winning in terms of professional wrestling, but in terms of showcasing her dog.
But Alexander not exactly able to help Goldie Collins at this point.
No, his little rough isn't gonna help. Look at this, Nigel. Roxy trying to get in, but Katarina keeping her back. And now Katarina goes towards Chantilly, slides in. Julio puts Roxy Fierce out of the ring.
And it looked like that drop kick, that baseball sliding drop kick, caught that left ear of Chantilly Chella, which could easily get damaged. Just ask Mick Foley about that one, David. Now, the double stalling suplex to Chantilly Chella from Katarina Jinx, and Goldie Collins connects. And now referee Julio Rodriguez going for the count, but Roxxy Fierce in to break things up. Roxy, David, has had enough.
She's in trouble, and so Chantilly, as Goldie and Katarina are going to town.
And now, Goldie Collins and Katarina Jinx working together as a team now. Double boots to Fierce and Chantilly Chella.
They've finally gotten their momentum back. In the beginning, it was Roxy and Chantilly with all the momentum based on the crowd cheering them and chanting their names and dancing. They're trying to give the spirit back into Chantilly. But right now, Goldie and Katarina have her cut off, and they've cut off half the ring.
Now Goldie and Katarina going for that double suplex, but Chantilly Chella counters with the double neck breaker.
They didn't hold her up. She was able to move over completely over their shoulders, land her feet, and there's, look at this!
Here
over
comes
the
the
top rope!
powerhouse.
Roxxy Fierce coming in with those elbow shoulder smashes. Bring out the football sled, baby!
And now, Roxxy Fierce with that amazing power we've told you about. Just taking out the trash like a freight train now. As Roxxy Fierce with that sit-out front-facing suplex covering Goldie Collins, and Katarina Jinx breaks it up and saves the match for Animal Instinct. But Chantilly Chella in now, David. And now, Chantilly Chella and Roxxy Fierce with the upper hand. Both superheroes thinking the same thing, a little do-si-do action. And now, the double sunset flip. Could this be enough? Yes! Double pin!
There was 1, 2, 3.
Your winners, Chantilly Chella and Roxxy Fierce.
They were able to come back and get that victory, Nigel.
Introducing first, from the Bronx, vicious Veronica VaRoom.
Well, David, we heard from the vicious one before this matchup, before the commercial break, and she, David, does not mince her words. The brash big mouth from the Bronx gets her name honestly now. And we, of course, have had the vicious one, Veronica VaRoom, out at the announce desk. She has been scouting potential partners, but right now, she's out here all alone by her lonesome self, ready for singles competition, David. But, you know, when she did sit out here at the desk with us, David, it also gave her a front row ticket to study some of WoW's best superheroes, David.
You're right, but Nigel, she came down and grabbed that beautiful camera lens.
And her opponent, from Albania, Xena Phoenix, the Albanian Grappler.
Right now, fans, Xena Phoenix making her way to the WoW ring. Xena Phoenix, the Albanian Grappler. What a statement she has made over the past few months in WoW Women of Wrestling. Unbelievable action when she's in the ring. And vicious Veronica VaRoom is gonna have to watch out. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, Nigel, these two have been in competition with each other before, but right when they first started in WoW.
That's right, their debut match, and it was Xena Phoenix who picked up the victory with the armbar. Will it be a replay of that, or will the vicious one, Veronica VaRoom, upset the Albanian Grappler, who her signature now has been the fast-paced action. You cannot take your eyes off of Xena Phoenix, David, for even a half a second now.
Well, the signature maneuver is the armbar hold, where she bends that arm back and can snap it in a second. If she gets that on, it's usually the conclusion of the match.
Xena Phoenix just lightning fast, and Xena Phoenix, who just 2 weeks ago, teamed up with Sugar to take on Top Tier. Of course, also teaming with her was Chantilly Chella. Oh, wait a second. The Vicious One now coming back to the desk and pushing it back, David, right into...
Vicious Veronica VaRoom startled me, Nigel. And as fast as Veronica appeared at our desk, she's back in the ring, dishing out her combative nature on Xena Phoenix. And here we go.
No kidding. Threw me off a little bit, David. I was talking about that trios battle from just 2 weeks ago now as the Vicious One with that Bulldog DDT right out of the corner, but it was Xena Phoenix who teamed with Sugar and Kara Kai. It was, sorry, pardon that, but the correction there down, David, as Xena Phoenix, the waist lock on the Vicious One now. Going for the O'Connor roll. Can she pick this victory up with a pinfall victory? We've usually seen her with the submission. Veronica VaRoom kicks out, David.
Veronica VaRoom trying to whip Xena off the ropes. But a reversal, but she did come at her and got the shoulder on her.
And VaRoom with such attitude that she brings to the ring, David.
Yeah, but to get a pin, she needed to put her full body weight on. Look how she was getting up, talking to the camera, jaw-jacking to the guy over there in the third row, and that cost her.
And see, David, that proves my point. You can't take your eye off of Xena Phoenix, but Veronica VaRoom, the jammer, just going to continue to jam away now.
Well, Xena Phoenix made a rookie mistake with that rushing her into the corner. She didn't have her well set up for it. Veronica VaRoom was still fresh, able to obviously move out of it, and Xena paid the price.
Veronica VaRoom now going for the camel clutch on Xena Phoenix.
Can't get her feeding. Xena was able to pull out her legs from her. She couldn't get the momentum. And now Xena bridging back on Vicious. Vicious grabbing the bottom rope.
It's so hard to get Xena Phoenix and a hold, David, that she doesn't know the counter to. That's what makes it very dangerous if you try to do a submission-based offensive attack on Phoenix now. Snapping that arm of the Vicious One, Veronica VaRoom, right across.
Xena, of course, has been teaming with Kara Kai and Ashley Blaze and Valentina Diamante, all due to months ago Tara's strike being injured. But right now, there it is, Nigel! There it is, Nigel!
The armbar locked in, and Veronica VaRoom joins the list of victims piled up by Xena Phoenix.
Here we see the replay of the action. Xena with the fireman's carry. And then with Vicious on the mat, Xena snaps up quickly into the armbar hold, locked in, baby, and Vicious can do nothing about it but tap out.
Your winner, Xena Phoenix! Introducing first, accompanied by members of the Alliance of Adriana Gambino, BK Rhythm, and Gigi Gianni, from Long Beach, California, it's Reina Del Rey!
And we have had an action-packed edition of Wow Women of Wrestling, David, and it's not slowing down because it is main event time. The Alliance, BK Rhythm, Gigi Gianni, and Adriana Gambino, all accompanying, of course, Reina Del Rey for this all-important main event matchup against Santana Garrett, David, and I'm very sure that we will be hearing from Adriana Gambino on the commentary desk now as the Alliance makes their way to the ring.
She's giving a kiss to Reina Del Rey as she comes over to join us here at the commentating table. This is the shot that you wanted, Adriana Gambino, and you're getting it. You've got Santana Garrett in the ring, and you thought this would deliver exactly what you wanted to get a title shot, but that's only if you win.
And her opponent, from Ocala, Florida, former Wild World Champion, Santana Garrett!
Santana Garrett, and I can guarantee you she knows exactly what Adriana Gambino hopes to do in this matchup tonight.
Adriana Gambino, who just 3 weeks ago, the muscle, faced off against the Classmaster, David. And at some points during that matchup, we thought we could possibly see a new WOW champion. She did take the Classmaster to a great battle, but it was the Classmaster who retained her championship. Santana Garrett has also had battles with the Classmaster, our WOW World Champion. So tonight, these two WOW superheroes facing off, David. Pride is on the line, but also when you speak of title contention, these two superheroes definitely come to mind.
What have you done, Adriana Gambino, for this competition differently?
David?
In terms of training your competitor, Reina Del Rey.
David, that's classified information. I'm not going to give away all of our tricks. What's wrong with you?
You never give any, you don't tell us the sauce, you don't tell us anything, you don't give any information.
That's the way I like it, David. Got to keep everyone on their toes.
Well, the fans want inside information.
Well, they might have to check out WWE for any more updates, David. Now as Reina Del Rey backing up the former WOW World Champion, Santana Garrett.
Reina's winning. Saw that?
She certainly just put Santana back into the ropes. Look at her, showing off right now in the middle of the ring.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Reina Del Rey, for sure, feeling herself now as once again showing that power advantage against Santana Garrett. And referee Jeff McGowan physically putting himself between these superheroes. But did you see that cheap shot, David?
Yeah, and Adriana Gambino loved it.
There was nothing illegal about that. Please, let her do her thing.
I didn't say it was illegal. I said it was cheap.
I want to know, do you drive the big Escalade or do you have a driver when you guys pull into the arena?
When we pull into the arena, we have a driver. But, you know, when I'm just taking a little joyride around town, you know, I'll be the one driving.
Oh, you're in the driver's seat. No doubt about that.
Depends on my mood for the day, David.
Well, the Alliance members are on the outside, Gigi Gianni and BK Rhythm. As Reina Del Rey goes over the third rope.
Get her!
She rushed right in there to go against Santana Garrett. And Gigi and BK rushed to her aid. She says she's okay, though.
She's good.
And David, this was all motivated by that cheap shot from Reina Del Rey. After that, Santana unloaded.
Nigel, there's nothing cheap about Reina Del Rey. If anything, she's expensive.
And referee Jeff McGowan administering the count. Reina Del Rey sliding back in the ring to break things up. Of course, BK Rhythm and Gigi Gianni offering their support and words of wisdom on the outside. The fans here at the WOW Arena giving Reina Del Rey nothing but boos here, David.
Just a little regroup.
You can hear the fans. They want to see this main event fight, David. And so do we.
Relax.
Santana leaps over Reina Del Rey to get the sunset flip, but can't succeed.
Take a look at the power from Reina Del Rey, just lifting up Garrett by her hair. Garrett, though, fighting back. What a jawbreaker. Garrett now on the ropes.
Your members pulling the feet right out from Santana Garrett.
She trips, David.
Again, you don't see the things I see. What screen do you look things
David, nobody
through?
likes a snitch, okay?
I'm not snitching, I'm calling the action as I see it.
And now, Reina Del Rey setting up Santana Garrett for the drive-by. My goodness, that high knee lift from Reina Del Rey, and Santana Garrett just falls to the outside of the ring. The drive-by doing a lot of damage to the former WOW World Champion, Garrett.
Jamming on the chest of Santana. Is she looking to take her into the steel chairs? Into the steel steps?
And Reina Del Rey has Santana Garrett just propped up against that solid steel ring post. She was burying that boot right underneath the jaw, but Garrett now blocking Reina Del Rey.
Yeah, come on, Reina.
She mustered up enough strength, but she is staggered, Nigel. Look how slow she's getting into the ring right now. And Reina Del Rey delivers the right boot right to the midsection of the former champion of WOW.
Santana Garrett just out of instinct, David, I think it was, saving this matchup now is Reina Del Rey. The Irish whip to Santana Garrett, who almost stumbles out of the corner. Oh, my!
Like a locomotive hitting the force against Santana Garrett.
I'd say Reina's winning, wouldn't you?
We'll see. There's a big slap across the chest of Santana. Santana on top of the shoulders of Reina Del Rey. What do we have here, Nigel?
Reina Del Rey with that electric chair, sending Santana Garrett face first into the top turnbuckle now.
And look at this,
Look over
Gambino.
David,
Look at this.
Wow, oh my God.
Adriana Gambino's team on the outside, BK Rhythm and Gigi Gianni giving the advantage to the Long Beach Warrior. Look at Gigi, jaw jacket in Santana's ear. Oh yeah! Nobody home when Reina Del Rey runs into the turnbuckle with her right leg. Luckily, she's wearing a knee pad.
And Santana Garrett ducks the clothesline attempt from Del Rey, and both women, both superheroes thinking the same thing. Double clothesline, David.
Come on, Reina, get up.
Gigi Gianni and BK Rhythm, along with Adriana Gambino, cheering now for Reina Del Rey, but everyone else here in the WOW Arena with their cheer and their faith behind Santana Garrett.
Adriana Gambino is cheering her on.
Gambino eats the back elbow from Garrett. Garrett puts the boot up and once again stops Reina Del Rey, the muscle.
You noted it was Gambino that got it, but it was Reina, but I think you were right in your expression, Nigel, because Adriana Gambino feels it, and she's feeling it again.
Back handspring elbow, thanks for the correction, David. This main event so excited, side Russian leg sweep. Garrett with the cover, could it be enough? No,
Put that
Reina
down.
Del Rey.
She kicked out, David, she kicked out.
Reina Del Rey showing why, David, that Gambino calls her the muscle.
BK gets up on the ring apron and so does Gigi. Santana was gonna go hit the ropes and come off for her patented move. But Reina Del Rey rolls over and picks up Santana Garrett.
Fireman's carry to Garrett now. Garrett going for the O'Connor roll, but Reina Del Rey hangs on. Rise and shine from Santana Garrett. What a forearm shot.
There's the hit to the jaw.